So we talked about web stories previously on my video of Story Scrapper, but of course it's been renamed as Story Blaze today. But this does not take away the fact that Google Web Stories are one of the best ways for you to get organic traffic today. Because with Google Web Traffic, you get your content pushed into Google search and Google Discover, where a lot of the Google app users will receive notifications as well as see your content in the Google feed itself, right? And that's going to drive a lot of traffic to your website. And of course, today's tool, I would say that this is way more powerful, right? Because what this tool does is that it not just creates those Google web stories for you easily, but it also hosts these web stories for you, right? So and this tool is just a complete solution for you to create your web stories very, very quickly, push them out and get a lot of traffic to your website, right? So before I dive into this tool is called Make Stories, right? Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more digital marketing and e-commerce content, right? So here we go. So here we are in Make Stories, and this tool is incredibly easy to use as well. So this is your profile, your workspace settings. The first thing I guess you want to go into is to set up your domain, right? So set up your domain, because this is going to host your web stories for you. Once you create them, you can push it into your own subdomain, right? And that gets pushed out, right? And then of course you can have multiple members on your team. You can invite them in, and in of course with the domain settings you can add like GA4, you can add Facebook pixel in there, any custom analytics, okay, and you can choose like the template that you want. They have two right here, and then you can add your own logo, your own favicon, your own font. You can change the header colors, right? It's just a very simple solution for that, right? And then they also have integrations with 11 Labs as well as Leonardo, for you to add your voiceovers as well as AI images for you. Okay, so to get started, let me see. Okay, to get started is pretty simple, right? Just go to your stories, create a new story. You can create from scratch, right? Which of course we're not going to do that because that's going to take a lot of time, right? So just select on the AI story creator. You can choose between suggest content ideas or generate a story from a URL. So this, especially this one, is very good if you're running like some kind of a news website. Maybe you are writing a game, if a game publication, and you want to generate those stories very quickly, just use Make Stories for that, and that's gonna help you to churn out a lot of content very quickly, as well as we're gonna start with this suggest content ideas. Firstly, just kind of pick how many slides do you want to have, and then you can put in your multiple idea, which I'm just gonna use the one that they suggest, something like this. And then once, if you have connected your this 11's app API, you can turn on the voiceover. Okay, if not, you can just click on proceed and it will start to create some of these content ideas for you. Alright, just give it a moment. Okay, and it's gonna give you like 3 ideas to start off. If you need more, you can just sorry, I think it's having a short issue. Let me just kind of okay, just give me a second. Okay, so we're gonna try with this one instead, like why e-commerce is the future, and we're gonna generate some ideas right here. Okay, there we go. These are the ideas. 5 revolutionary e-commerce trends shaping the future of online shopping, rise of e-commerce, and they give you the content within those slides itself, right? So whichever you want, you just if these ideas are not suitable for you, you can click on generate more ideas, and it's going to give you even more that you can pick from. And then over here you've got the rise of e-commerce, why brick and mortar stores are pivoting to I guess oh, it's at the end, online sales. Okay, the digital shift in retail, blah blah blah. So these are your slides, and then just click on proceed to select templates. Okay, and then you can pick one that you prefer. I think this one that they suggested is kind of nice, which is this one right here. I think it works well, right? So if you want to change it up as well, you can do so. Like maybe this one here, just click on it. It will change the template for you. This looks fine as well, but I prefer this one. Kind of, I think this looks good. And then once you're ready, just click on proceed. Okay, and you can then edit your web stories, right? You can change the text here, you can change the images here, you can change like the alignment, things like that, right? Your image settings, the appearance, and so on. And you can add animation as well if you want, right? So like elements flying in, you can add additional text, uh, pictures. You can add captions as well if have like a video or something like that. Okay, so you can add that. I'm sorry, if you have some kind of voiceover, you can do so as well. So everything is just possible with make stories right here. And then you can turn on like animations, continuous background, whatever it is, like you know and once you're ready, just click on publish and you're good to go, right? So it's just that simple, and it gets hosted up into your web stories page itself. And as just everything is done uh, easily for you. And then after that, you can then go into analytics to look at how your web stories are performing, how much traffic is it driving for you, and the interactions that you get, things like that, right? You can even change the fonts that you want, and then of course your AI voices, if you have anything, you can use. Once you connect with 11 Labs, you'll be able to see your voices in here, and then you can also add additional widgets, right, on your website, right? So you can put like a web story widget on the right, on the bottom, a Facebook type card, Instagram type circles, sidebar list, portrait thumbnail listings, right? So this is very good, I think. Just kind of insert that into your sidebar, so you got additional content to show. Otherwise, this is also great. The Facebook type cards, right? And then you can customize it and just kind of embed it onto your website, right? So I think this is where Make Story is just a complete solution that you need for like web stories, and it's just going to blow up your organic traffic very very quickly. And because this, every time like Google or Facebook, they launch a new platform, right? Like Google Web Stories, it's always a very good opportunity to dive into it as soon as you can, because as early as possible, because then that's where you can capitalize on all the benefits that the new platform gives to you, until more competition comes in, and then it kinds of make it a lot more, not as you don't get as good returns as before, right? So that's why you should, as soon as possible, you should get started with something like Make Stories. Okay, right? And jump into Google Web Stories, right? So I guess pretty much that's all I have to share about Make Stories. It's an amazing tool. I think what really attracts me about it is that you just you don't have to worry about anything, because you just create it, it hosts it. You know, everything is done for you. I think that's what I really like about it. And then on top of that, you can connect your AIs to enhance it even more. Like, you know, what more can you ask, right? Of course, there's even more features coming in, but at this stage, it's already very powerful in my opinion, right? So that's all I have to share about Mixed Stories. If you enjoyed this video, do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about Mixed Stories in the comments below. Lastly, if you know anyone who wants to get into Google Web Stories, right, be sure to share this video with them. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.